गणानां त्वा गणपतिगं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमं ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पतान शृण्वन्नोतिभिस्सीदसादनम् ॐ श्री महागणपतये नमः। सरस्वत्यै नमो नित्यं भद्रकाल्यै नमो नमः। वेदान्त विद्यास्थानिभ्यैव च सदाशिवसमारम्भाम् शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्ताम् वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। व्यासं वसिष्ठनप्तारं शक्तिः पौत्रमकल्मषं पराशरात्मजं वन्दे शुकतातं तपोनिधिं। व्यासाय विष्णुरूपाय व्यासरूपाय विष्णवे नमो वै ब्रह्मनिधये वासिष्ठाय नमो नमः। अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा द्विबाहुरपरो हरिः अभाललोचनः शम्भुः भगवान् बादरायणः। ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। We'll read from 71st Sutra. भूमा सम्प्रसादादद्युपदेशात् धर्मोपपत्तेश्च अक्षरम् अम्बरान्तधृतेः सा च प्रशासनात् अन्यभावव्यावृत्तेश्च ईक्षते कर्मव्यपदेशात् सः धरोत्तरेभ्यः गतिशब्दाभ्यां तथा हि दृष्टं लिङ्गं च धृतेश्च महिम्नोऽस्यास्मिन्नुपलब्धेः प्रसिद्धेश्च इतरपरामर्शात् स इति चेत् न असंभवात् उत्तरात् चेत् आविर्भूतस्वरूपस्तु उत्तरात् चेत् आविर्भूतस्वरूपस्तु Let us read page 296, first line. अत्रोच्यते प्राक् विवेक विज्ञानोत्पत्तेः शरीरेन्द्रिय मनोबुद्धि विषय वेदनोपाधिभिः अविविक्तमिव जीवस्य दृष्ट्यादि ज्योतिस्वरूपं भवति। यथा शुद्धस्य स्फटिकस्य स्वाच्यं शौक्ल्यं च स्वरूपं प्राग्विवेकग्रहणात् रक्तनीलादि उपाधिभिः अविविक्तमिव भवति। प्रमाणजनित विवेकग्रहणात् तु पराचीनः स्फटिकः स्वाच्छेन शौक्ल्येन च स्वेन रूपेण अभिनिष्पद्यत इत्युच्यते। प्रागपि तथैव सन् तथा देहादि उपाधि विविक्तस्यैव सतो जीवस्य श्रुतिकृतं विवेकविज्ञानं शरीरासमुत्थानं विवेकविज्ञानफलम् स्वरूपेण अभिनिष्पत्तिः केवलात्मस्वरूपावगतिः तथा विवेक अविवेकमात्रेण एव आत्मनः अशरीरत्वं सशरीरत्वं च मंत्रवर्णात् अशरीरं शरीरेषु इति शरीरस्थोऽपि कौन्तेय न करोति न लिप्यते इति च सशरीरत्व अशरीरत्व विशेषाभाव स्मरणात् तस्माद् विवेक विज्ञानाभावात् अनाविर्भूत स्वरूपः सन् विवेक विज्ञानाद् आविर्भूत स्वरूप इत्युच्यते। न तु अन्यादृशा आविर्भावनाविर्भावौ स्वरूपस्य आविर्भाव अनाविर्भावौ स्वरूपस्य संभवतः स्वरूपत्वादेव एवं मिथ्या ज्ञानकृत एव जीव परमेश्वरयोः भेदः न वस्तु कृतः व्योमवत् असंगत्वा अविशेषात् कुतश्चैतदेवं प्रतिपत्तव्यम् यतो य एषोऽक्षिणी पुरुषो दृश्यते इत्युपदिश्य एतदमृतमभयमेतद्ब्रह्म इति उपदिशति। यो अक्षिणी प्रसिद्धो दृष्टा द्रष्टृत्वेन विभाव्यते सोऽमृतभयलक्षणा ब्रह्मणः अन्यश्चेत् स्यात् ततो अमृतभय ब्रह्म समानाधिकरण्यं न स्यात् नापि प्रतीक्षायात्मायम् अलक्षितो विनिर्दिश्यते। नापि प्रतीक्षायात्मा अयमक्षी लक्षितो निर्दिश्यते प्रजापतेः मृषावमृषौ इव प्रजापतिर्मृषावादित्वप्रसंगात् तथा द्वितीयपि पर्याये य एष स्वप्ने महीयमानश्चरति इति न प्रथम पर्याय निर्दिष्टात् अक्षी पुरुषा द्रष्टुः अन्योद्दिष्टः एतं त्वेव ते भूयः अनुव्याख्यास्यामि इत्युपक्रमात् किंच अहमद्य स्वप्ने हस्ति मद्राक्षं नेदानीम् किंच अहम् अद्य स्वप्ने हस्तिनम् अद्राक्षं न इदानीं तं पश्यामीति दृष्टम् एव प्रतिबुद्धप्रत्याचष्टे द्रष्टारं तु तमेव प्रत्यभिजानाति य एव अहं स्वप्नम् अद्राक्षम् स एव अहं जागरितं पश्यामि इति तथा तृतीयेऽपि पर्याये नाहं खलु अयम् एवं सम्प्रत्यात्मानम् जानाति अयम् अहमस्मीति नो एव इमानि भूतानि इति सुषुप्त्यावस्थायां विशेष विज्ञानभावमेव दर्शयति न विज्ञातारं प्रतिषेधति यत्तु तत्र विनाशम् एवापीतः भवति इति तदपि विशेष विज्ञान विनाशाभिप्रायमेव न विज्ञातृ विनाशाभिप्रायम् नहि विज्ञातुः विज्ञातेः विपरिलोपो विद्यते अविनाशित्वात् इति श्रुत्यन्तरात् तथा चतुर्थेऽपि पर्याये एतं त्वेव ते भूयोऽनुव्याख्यास्यामि नो एव अन्यत्रेतस्मात् इत्युपक्रम्य मघवन् मर्त्यं वा इदं शरीरम् इत्यादिना प्रपञ्चेन शरीरादि उपाधि संबंध प्रत्याख्यानेन संप्रसाद शब्दोदितं जीवम् स्वेन रूपेण अभिनिष्पद्यते इति ब्रह्मस्वरूपापन्नं दर्शयन् न परस्माद् ब्रह्मणा अमृताभयस्वरूपाद् अन्यं जीवं दर्शयति इति. You will see to this portion. We were in this 19th sutra of this third path. Dahara. Daharakash is Brahman or is the elemental space is not discussion. Discussion is that this Daharakash is Jivatma or Brahman now. So there were 8 sutras. There are 8 sutras in this Adhikaran. This is the 5th Adhikaran of the 3rd path of the 1st chapter. And there are 8 sutras in this path, quarter. And among these 8 sutras, first 4 sutras are to clear that Dharakash is not elemental space but Brahman. And last 4 sutras are to tell that Dharakash is Dharakash is not Jeev but Brahman. On that topic of Jeev and how it was said by Gati, Shabda, Dhriti and Prasiddhi, there were the 4 points taken from the Upanishad only by Bhagwan Vedavyas to establish that Dharakash is not the elemental space. After that point, the Urpaksh said, he said, Uttarat. Uttarat means by your logic of going ahead and saying I can say that this Dhara Akash is appearing to me as Jeev. This was his contention when he said that. What he said? Itara Uttarached Avirbhuta Swarupastu. We were seeing this sutra. Uttarached Avirbhuta Swarupastu. This is the 19th sutra of this particular path. Now, in this sutra, he is using the word Uttarat, means the portion of Prajapati Vidya. In the Prajapati Vidya portion, when Indra had asked about the Paramatma to this Prajapati, he said one who is the waker, dreamer and deep sleeper. I am summarizing it, I have told it. He is the one which is the Dharakash. Because Prajapati had proclaimed that Dharakash with 8 properties of Aphat Papma, Vijaraha, Vimrityu, Vishoka, Vijigatsaha, Apipasa, Satya Sankalpa, Satya Kama. And after that he said, one who knows this, not one who does upasana on that, one who knows this, he will be the one who will know everything and he will become free. To this portion, when Indra and Virochan went, so Prajapati said that which is the seer in the right eyes, he is the Brahman. He is the one whom I am talking about. So the teaching went into the 4 stages. Then he said who is in the dream, that is the Brahman. Then he said that Dharakash is in the deep sleep. So after this, getting this, Purpaksh got a more powerful. He said, see, this avastha 3 states are associated only with the Jeev and not with the Brahman. And therefore, this Dharakash is referred, which is referred here, is Jeev and not the Brahman only. To this point, the Bhashyakar gave 2 reasoning, if you remember. He said reasoning number 1 is, if you see the same mantra, you will see that every mantra there is mentioned Etad Amritam Abhayam and Brahma. First mantra itself says that this waker is Abhayam, Amritam Abhayam Brahma. So this waker, which is not the body with the consciousness, but you have to see the lakshyarth or the implied meaning of the waker, is not the body with the consciousness, but it is the consciousness illuminating the body. So the direct meaning of the waker bird is the one which is associated with the body of Chaitanya, Vishishta Chaitanya, Sharir Vishishta Chaitanya. And this is the Upahit Chaitanya, that Chaitanya on which the body is coming and going. You are not reading the whole sentence. I had told everything, I am repeating it. Every statement when it was given that this is in the right eyes, same statement it was given, Etad Amritam Abhayam Etad Brahma. You had heard it. So each statement, in 3 places this statement was given. Which 3 places? While describing dreamer, while describing waker, while describing the deep sleeper. So this is the first point which he had said. First reasoning. To tell that this Jeev is not the direct Jeev, but this Jeev is the implied Jeev. The Jeev is not the Jeev which is associated with the body, but this is the witness of the body because Upanishad itself is saying. Second point, what he had put, if you remember, was another beautiful point was there. In the second point, what was said here, he had taken the Turi state. Turi. And what he said in the Turi state, I told you, this particular mantra he had taken. Which mantra? एवं एव एष संप्रसादः अस्मात् शरीरात् समुत्थाय परम ज्योतिः उपसंपद्य स्वेन रूपेण अभिनिष्पद्यते. It's a very, very significant mantra. Don't miss it. He's saying this Jeev, asma sharirat samuttaya, emerging, leaving this body, this Jeev, then what happened? Param Jyoti upasampadya, it merges in the Param Jyoti. Param Jyoti means here Brahman only. And then it says Svena Swarupena Abhinishpadyate, and it emerges in its own nature. So that means if it merges into Brahman only, if something leaving its body merges into Brahman only, then that must be its original nature only, and not the Sharir Tadat must be the original nature. So this tells that this Jeev's original nature must be Brahman, because anything where it merges finally is its own original nature. Like the ornament melting into gold is the original nature of ornament. Ornament will not melt in mud. Ornament will lose its name and form only in the gold. And therefore also Param Jyoti word indicates that this Jeev is nothing but the Param Jyoti or the Brahman alone. Till this point I think I had seen in our last class. This point I had seen. Now let me move ahead. And here is a very beautiful bhashya. I will show you later on. So that means then he asked this question. Purva Paksha asked this question. That how do you say that this, what is fourth state Jeev mentioned, is the one which is mentioned in the waker and the dreamer and the deep sleeper? He said, see, you are again missing to see. Every time when the topic of waker came, I had shown you also, etam tu evate bhuyah anuvyakyasyami. Same thing I am telling again. Prajapati is saying, after telling about waker, that about that waker only I am telling about that. This is a dreamer. After telling about the dreamer, he says about the same one I am telling as a deep sleeper. And after telling about the deep sleeper, he says about the same thing I am telling as a Turiya. He himself is using that word repeatedly at the end of that. So in the fourth stage, Brahman or Turi is being discussed. And hence in the first three stages, also the Brahman and Turi must be in the form of Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya. This is possible only Vishwa should be taken as the Laksharth, because in the fourth stage, Vishwa, Tejas and Pragya has been mentioned as the Turi only, as a Brahman only. And therefore we should take the implied meaning of the waker and not the direct meaning of the waker. At this point of the discussion, Purva Paksh raises one incidental objection. What is incidental objection? Incidental objection is, he said, please understand this. I think here this I have not taken. Till this point I have taken. Now he raises an incidental objection. Now please be careful. He says that this mantra, which mantra? 8.12.2. Eshaha samprasadaha. Please see this. Eshaha samprasadaha अस्मात् शरीरात् समुत्थाय परम ज्योतिः उपसंपद्य स्वेन रूपेण अभिनिष्पद्यते. Very significant mantra is there. Just carefully check that. He is saying samprasada means jiva leaving this body. Asmat sharirat samuthaya means leaving this body. Then what happens? Samyak utthan krutva. Then it merges into Param Jyoti and then it emerges into Jeev. Okay. Right? Well, yes. He says there are 3 actions involved as if. What are those 3 actions? Leaving the body, merging into Brahman and emerging in its nature. Oh. Acha. What you are saying, Purpaksh is, this is Purpaksh. Purpaksh is saying to the Siddhanti, what you are saying is that Brahman is the very nature of the Jivatma. And nature is that which is attained all the time. If the nature was already attained, how will it merge into that nature? It is not merging into its nature. It is already there in him. How do you say that it merges into the nature? And then it emerges in its own. First you say he merges into Brahman. Then you say it emerges into its own nature. What is all this going on? Why, if the nature is the Brahman itself, then there is no question of, there is an action of merging, leaving the body, then after that merging, then emerging. What is this going on? If the nature of the Jeev is Brahman only, then I can't understand why it requires to leave the body. And after leaving only, why will it merge? And then what is the meaning of it emerging into its own nature? I can't understand what you are talking about. My problem is this. What is the need to say leaving the body? It is now merging into its nature. While it was in the body, was it not in its nature or what? What is the need to leave the body? There will be no Jivan Mukt, because unless somebody dies, you can't say he is Jivan Mukt. He has to leave the body. So while being in the body, then he cannot be Jivan Mukt, because he said Asmat Sharirat Samuthaya. He is living the body. Are you following what is the Purupaksh, simple Purupaksh? He said, I see there are 3 incidents, and all 3 incidents are illogical, because there is no possibility of 3 incidents happening. The words, understand the Purupaksh. The word Swin Rupena and Abhi Nishpadyate. That means by its own nature, it emerges in its own nature. Now these are contradictory, because Sarup is already there. Then how can it emerge in its original form? It's a contradiction. Because anything cannot emerge in its original form, it is already there in its original form. Because anything's nature does not leave it. Ahyam anupadayam is the definition of the nature. You cannot say that the mud, the pot emerged in its original form later on. While the pot was pot itself, it was in its original form. Purpaksh is saying like that. So, because the question of emergence come only when something has gone and lost. He came back only when he went away, then only he came back. Something had not gone, how can it come back? Somebody has not gone at all, how can it come back? Coming back, going, these actions are possible only when it has left its Swarup. And if the Jeev has left its Swarup, so it is no longer the Brahman, the nature of the Jeev. So this merging and emerging and leaving the body, all these three kinds of actions which are indicated, is not relevant and coherent with the scriptural as you described, that laksharth of the Jeev, implied meaning of the Jeev is Brahman only. Please explain in detail. Don't explain in short. Brahma Sutra is a detailed explanation. And if you are fond of hearing in detail, then any improper analysis won't satisfy your mind. So let us now see what the answer is there. Are you clear about that process? What is the meaning of nishpadyate? Nishpadyate means emerging out. But I can't understand. Because Brahman is neither apya, nor utpadya, nor samskarya, nor vikarya, nor already I said, vinashya. Five processes are not possible in Brahman. It cannot be attained at some truth, like the pot is made out of the mud, or pot can be cultured, or pot can be destroyed, or pot can be painted, or pot can modify. So there is something happening. There is no happening involved in Brahman. This is a happening place. There is no happening there. Bhashkar said, well done. Shabash. Said, good you thought like that. I am very happy that you thought like that, because your question itself gives the answer. Why my question gives the answer? You are saying that this process of merging into Brahman is not possible, and leaving the three bodies and then merging into Parabjyoti and then emerging into its whole nature, all these things are not possible. Yes, this is what I want to say that. He said, therefore, these things are that he attained his nature. All these things are set. Body, identification with the body, all these things are said only because of ignorance and nothing else. Something you are saying which is not possible is not a reality. It is only because of your ignorance you are talking. And there is one very beautiful line he has said. You have to underline that line, which I have already read that. Please underline this line. Page 296. Last but third line. Vivek अविवेक मात्रेण एव आत्मनः अशरीरत्वं सशरीरत्वं च बस मिल गया. तथा विवेक अविवेक मात्रेण एव आत्मनः ashariratvam, sashariratvam cha. Means what? Means Atma merging or emerging are not actual events taking in place and time. They are not event. As you said, there are three events. Because Jivatma was Paramatma, is Paramatma and will be Paramatma only. Then what is that? Then what is that? It is your notion that I am associated with the three bodies. This avivek is removed. Removal of the avivek is mentioned as it merges into Brahman. When you had not known yourself, then also Jeev was Brahman. But this statement that it is merging into Brahman is only from the point of view that your ignorance is removed. We are talking about the Paramatma, which is pure. I am with body, that was your notion. You thought I am man, I am woman, I am working, I am walking, I am talking. I am very hard working. I have a family. I am father, I am mother. I have mamas and kakas. I have a house. I have been a child, now I am a youth, or I am old. All these notions you had entertained, right? Yes. And the world is there. World is a very big thing. In world there is one small person I am. I have day today, a lot of work is there. Today is Thursday, no? Today is Thursday. Paduka Puja is also there. Who is doing today Paduka Puja? So, Paduka Puja is there today. Have to prepare also. Lot of work is there. Flowers also has to be bought. Or is there already? Huh? Apple has to come. But flower? Okay, flower also we have to get 2 bunches or 1 bunches. Lot of work is there. I have to clean my room also. Clothes also are remaining. Other than mind, everything has to be cleaned. I don't know how long I have to clean all these things. This is our present notion. Upanishad says, why you sit down for a minute, have tea, tea. Tea means talk in front of. And it said that you are not this body, you are not this waking state, dream state, deep sleep state. These 3 states, you are putting this cap all the time. They have nothing to do with these 3 bodies and 3 states. And supposing you knew that. So that by knowing only, you have merged in Brahman means leaving the identification, leaving the avidya, leaving the ignorance itself is merging it. Okay. Like I'm giving you another example. Like supposing I say, I thought you were wrong. And I thought you were wrong. And therefore I was not, talking to you properly. I thought you are so wrong. But somebody said, no, this is not wrong. He has not done anything wrong there. He was not involved in that. particular work at all. He never came on that day. The day which something wrong happened, he was not at all there. He was not at all present there, whom you are naming that he is wrong, and you stop talking to him or you have complained about him. He was not present at all there. Well, really? Yes. Monday, what happened? Something happened. He was not at all present there. Acha, yes, you can see the register of the guard. So I went and saw register of the guard. I didn't see that. Now when he is not there at all, not that he became right after I discovered the register. That's my point. Even if I had not, when I was thinking he was wrong, that time also he was right. It was my ignorance to think he was wrong. So there was an intellectual realization and no physical work involved in that. Dhyan dena. When I don't know that I am Brahman, that time also I am Brahman. When I am crying also, that time also I am Anand Swarup. This is the irony. When I am bereaved by my wife or child, etc., that time also inside the self is totally Sukh Swarup only. When I am transmigrating from one Jeev to another, becoming another body, left this body, took another body, that time also I am of the nature of Brahman only. Oh. So merging is not a real merging. Merging is removing the ignorance from my side. Like when I say dreamer has merged into waker. Really there is no separate waker, separate dreamer, and therefore like you pour, one water into on another full bucket, then you say it merged. It's not a physical merging. It is the intellectual realization of removal of impurities, removal of intellectual mistake of separateness. I hope you are clear. And therefore Bhagwan Bhashyakar uses the word Vivek Avivek Matrena Ev. He emphasizes this. Matren means only by that alone. Matren and Ev, both are same kind of word. He uses the word Matren Ev. What Matren Ev? Puri line पढ़ लो आप. Ashariratvam. Shariratvam. I am with body or without body is only with reference to ignorance and knowledge. With the ignorance, I am always with body. And without ignorance, I am without body. So I am Sharir, I am with body, I am embodied. So during Jivan Mukti, I am embodied, and after Vidhi Mukti, I will be without body. This is all impurity. It's not like that, now I am not realized, therefore I am with body. After I realize I will be without body, all these things are not at all right. At all times, I am without body. Why? Because Atma can never be associated with the body. Yes, in the body, in the Atma, body is appearing, coming and going. I have no problem. I have no problem. In myself, today sorrow was seen. Not I became sad. Today in me, sorrow was seen. And I told you that story. One day, Vasisht ji wanted to commit suicide. Remember that story? Remember? Vasisht ji, 100 son Vishwamitra ji killed. 100 son. He wanted to commit suicide. When he wanted to commit suicide, the Devata of the river threw him out. He thought if he commits suicide, I will get the sin. Such a Jnani is there, Brahmaji's putra is there. Again he jumped, Then he put one log on himself. He said, not drown. Then that Nadi Devata came, he said, what are you doing being a Jnani? It doesn't look good that if people like you jump in the river and commit suicide. If this Sushant Singh Rajput commits suicide, it is okay. This actor is there. One actor committed suicide. Sushant Singh Rajput, who had become Dhoni. He brought one film. You must have seen that. See, I catch you from here only. Not seen. Heard of that. Nobody saw. No, nothing wrong. Very nicely played though. Now with something happened, he committed suicide. By becoming actor, famous, your problems don't go. When I read all these things, I get so much of dispassion. Because these sorrows don't go. Such a popular actor. Good acting. But life is not this reality. So this river came out, he said, please, at least don't do such things. He said, what I'm doing? Vasisht just shouted on that river. Devata said, what I'm doing? He said, you are jumping in the river. He said, who is jumping? He said, you are jumping. He said, no, I'm not jumping. He said, what are you seeing? He said, yeah, I'm jumping. Well, as you are seeing that this body is jumping, I am also seeing body is jumping. I have nothing to do with this body. I'm not committing suicide. It is a prarabdha. His body is jumping, coming out. I saw as you are seeing, I'm also seeing. I have nothing to do with this action. Karmani akarmya pashe. One who sees action in the inaction. Appeared quite weird. He said, but now go away. I want to see you go away now. I was seeing you jumping right now. As you are also seeing yourself jumping. He said, yes, I'm seeing this body jumping. I have nothing to do with this body. He said, I want to see that this body goes away now. Does not jump. He said, okay. That body went. Nothing happened. Then you came back. These stories are very wonderful. I tell you, if you have Yoga Vasisht you read, I have a dream that I should teach Yoga Vasisht sometimes. But 24,000 shlokas are there. So selected Yoga Vasisht Sar, Guruji made one small book called Yoga Vasisht Sar. Very selected shlokas. But it is too thin. That is very, very thin. It is too small. So we will see sometime, God willing. Lot of good texts are there, which are Sagar, Yoga Vasisht Sar is there. Let us see what God wills. Let me first complete this. Let this elephant pass. Well, what work is there? Seekers are meant for only satsang. So please get my point here. He said this notion that I am with body is called avidya. It is an intellectual notion. And you remove this notion. And after this notion comes all other notions. Which one? He is mine. She is not mine. He has given me sorrow. I am suffering a lot. I am enjoying a lot. He is my son. This is my house. This is the world in which I am living. Moment you make this $1 billion blunder, after that all blunders will start. Moment you think I am this body and I am living in, I am the Atma with the body. I am the body, I is the Atma. Deha Vishishta Chaitanya I am. Then you are gone after that. After that everything will come to you. Like moment you enter into country, all laws of the country will follow you. Then the driving laws you have to follow. Then the law of customs you have to follow. Then everything will be checked and you will be frisked into. Atma, even when he was not knowing, he was asanga. Atma was asanga at all. And there is no question of sharir sambandh or sharir sambandh tyag. It is not that after leaving the identification with the body, he became Brahman. He was Brahman, whether he was thinking or not thinking. I hope you are clear. So from the point of notion, it is the removal of impurity is a notional removal and not real removal. Dropping the notion is called Vivek. And I told you hundreds of times that this Vivek is only an intellectual process. Hundreds of times I told this, that Vivek, whole Vedanta is only an intellectual process. We don't get surprised, and therefore moksha is also an intellectual process. There is nothing going beyond that. Intellectual process means convictional mistake is there, and therefore a lot of satsangs are required. Because where is the problem, there only solution has to be told. If I had misunderstood you, then I have to make the peace will come only by understanding you properly. By running around, my peace won't come with you. If I have misunderstood you in some manner, then better let us clear that misunderstanding rather than doing anything else for that misunderstanding. Sometimes there's misunderstanding. Communication gap is there or some kind of, there is a false message has gone. And we keep on maintaining that false image or false cloud that we habit for years together. And reality, it is not there. Reality, it is not there. It was not that big issue that I made out of my mind. Not getting my point. So this statement of Bhagwan Bhashyakar is a very pleasing statement and very wonderful. Vivek avivek matre eva. Don't forget this point. And therefore, I'll tell you many times, people come. And to you also they may have said, Swamiji, I was very disturbed before satsang. Hearing the satsang, mind became quiet. I realized what my mistake was. I said, what do you realize? He said, 1 hour was enough for me. I got my point. But in satsang, you didn't get any food or water or what you got? Knowledge. If by knowledge your peace has come, that by ignorance only disturbance was there. That means peace was already there. If anything comes by knowledge, that means it has not physically come, it was present even when you are not knowing. Sometimes I ask somebody, you are not coming in the yam. He said, no, I was there, second line, sitting. I was there. Oh, sorry, yes, you were there. So by knowledge only he has not come. That means by ignorance only he was not there. That means he was present only. When peace comes only by knowledge, and all peace will only come by knowledge. Understand this point. Peace will never. Excitement may come by Coca-Cola and what is it called, chips, etc. That is excitement, temporary. Euphoria can come. that I ate, I was jumping like the children dance sometime, they get something to eat. If you see small children, you give something to eat, ice cream, etc. They dance and eat. They're very happy about that. That excitement may come. But peace that comes to us is not a physical process. It's an intellectual understanding of a certain thing. Supposing I'm very attached to somebody, and that person passes away, or that person does not respond, doesn't come to me. He's in another city, he's not. Then I'm very disturbed why he's not responding. Right? But what will go to Vedant, what they will say? He said, when he was associated with you, there was a time you had not known that person also. When you had not known that person, you had relation or not? Oh, no, I had no relation. Then how you form this relation that he is my son or my daughter, etc.? Is it the Jeev is related to Jeev? This is how Upanishads, if you remember that, Chitraketu Prasanga is there in Bhagavad, where the son is born and he is poisoned by some of his co-wives. Co-wives, ठीक बोला ना? And then he dies away, and that Chitraketu, is in big lament because after many years, he had only one son. Now that son comes, he said, okay, bring back the Jeev. The Narad Ji came, he said, okay. So Narad Ji brought the Jeev back. Jeev back. He said, yes. He said, you are his son. He said, which son? Kasmin Janmani. Well, I don't have a scale of time. I went to another lok, you called me. In that lok, another time scale is there. Here, another time scale is there. I have many births. Many times I became son, daughter. Which birth is his latest one? Why? If you tell about the relation is not existing at the level of Jiva. Relation is not existing at the level of Atma. Relation is only an intellectual blunder. There's no relation. Body has no relation because Panch Mahabhut has no relation. You can't say this flower is related to this. This is the uncle of this flower. You can't say like that. That is in the child you can play with the dolls. Dolls children play. This is father doll, mother doll. I don't know, you must have played small things. So you can play with that. But there is no relation existing actually. Relation is only an intellectual error. Dispassion is not something real you are doing. Dispassion is erasing the error. Intellectually I thought, and now I'm removing that intellectual error. I'm not removing the thought. I'm removing the error of the thought. I was expecting a lot. I understood that I don't need to expect because I don't need anything from anybody. Are you getting my point? This matra word is very important. This is where Vedanta is a king. He said, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere, don't do anything. Don't do anything, don't go anywhere. बस इसको पकड़ लेना बस. Therefore, I am emphasizing this point. Then what do you mean about association with the body and non-association with the body? What do you mean by that? By association body is not a field that you are living in. Living is not equal to association with the body. This identification with the body, when you think I'm the body with the soul, you have put your Atma inside the body. Normal person, normal paralyzed, these words are used. I am the body. I have Atma. I have Atma. Atma will leave away. So body is more important than Atma is there. Then you become seeker. You say, no, I am the Atma with the body. Earlier one says, I am body with Atma. Lo. You go further, you say, no, I am the Atma with body. Then third stage he says, no, body is different, Atma is different. कोई है नहीं हमारा रिलेशन बॉडी से. Let the body be there, let the body not be there. I have nothing, no problem. Even people laughed on Ashtavakra in Janakji's palace. Ashtavakra was crooked from 8 places. He had a funny figure. When he went there, they laughed and he smiled. He asked me, where are you seeing? What are you seeing? What do you think I am? You think I am this body only. Then you are all cobblers. Your attention is only on the external leather. This is just a leather development called the body. You are not Gyanis. And he was a Gyani. Ashtavakra Gita is there. That also I should take. Many lokas should be there, parallelly going on. And you all should clone yourself. In one loka, you study Brahma Sutra, and I also should clone myself. In other lok, you should study Ashtavakra Gita concurrently. Third lok, you can study maybe Vichar Sagar. This way, you can all concurrently you can study. Only problem will be fighting also will be more than. Anyway. Slowly, no problem. Delve more, imbibe more, make it your own ideas. When you are disturbed, please go back in your mind. Don't blame anybody. This blame business is the worst business. Seeker's first sign is that he sees fault in himself. Where I was seeing this study. Somewhere I was. Where was that? Anyway, we will see that later on. Now, I'll show you this point again in Chandogya Upanishad. You have heard the Tattu Samanvayat Prakaranat. Tattu Samanvayat, there is a prakaran called Tattu Samanvayat. You have heard that. Earlier you must have heard, not here you have not. I mean, earlier in this second round of Brahma Sutra, you have heard. Okay. Now open Tattu Samanvayat, not Sattu Samanvayat, Tattu Samanvayat. So in that Tattu Samanvayat, this fourth adhikaran is there. I told you the whole first chapter is a commentary of Tattu Samanvayat. I don't know you remember it or not. You remember that? In that Tattu Samanvayat, I'll show you 1 or 2 lines are there. What are those lines? There is one line, page 73. Page 73, there is, from the top, there is 6th line. Na ha vai sa sharirasya satah priya priyoho aphatirasti. You saw that? That means, this is from Chandogya Upanishad, see? And then next is ashariram vavasantam na priya priya spurshadha. I don't know you have underlined or not. Acha. A very important statement is there. And the same matter is echoed. What is the meaning of here? He is saying that na ha vai sa sharirasya satah. Satah, if the one is identified with the body, sa sharirasya means who is thinking himself the body with the Atma, who cannot separate the two, who is always in his definition is embodied. Then what happens? Priya apriyoyoho. Then something is appearing good for me, not appearing good for me, this will never be destroyed. Moment you identify with your body, then you have to experience the sorrows and joys as mine. Then the sorrows and joy also you have to know. देखो अपहति क्या लिखा है? प्रिय प्रियो हो अपहति रस्ति. That means moment to say I am this body with the Atma, then the joys and sorrows also will be as real as the body. The reality of the joys and sorrows from the world is directly proportional to the reality of your body, what you attribute to. Next line. Ashariram vavasantam. This is all, Sati Saptami is there. If you think that I am without the body, na priya priye sprashataha. Prathama, this is Dvitiya Madhyam Purush. Pratham Purush, Dvivachan. He is saying, moment you have this demarcation that I am not this body. What time is over? Shariram vavisantam, ashariram vavisantam, na priya priye sprashataha. You are out. Body is seen. Body, I do vyavahar with the body. But I have no relation with the body. You do vyavahar with the shopkeeper, but you have no relation with the shopkeeper. You give 100 rands, got something, and came back. But what is happening to him in his house and how he is having financial loss or how his son has got the job, he's not even happy because his son got a job today. Or his wife is unhappy. You have nothing to do. You transacted and matter is over. And to this Bhagavan says, Karmanyavi pravrittopi naiva kinchit karotis. Shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. Nirashiriyata chittatma takta sarva parigraha. Shariram kevalam is very important. Shariram is not working with the Atma. Shariram kevalam karma kurvan napnoti kilbisham. So it's Vivek and Avek. I hope this point is clear. Merging point where we as there. Okay. Purpaksh said, okay, thank you for your clarification. But I have one more question. You have so much questions, are there? Yes. What is your question? We'll see tomorrow. Time is over. Purnamadav Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namah. Hari Om.